Go belch. Let me get you guys in my belch. Horse. Show you guys proper way. Tie a belch. Right. It's good enough? No? Horse. Boa. Boa Grange.
Israel, congratulations. That was an absolute clinic out there tonight. I mean, obviously, you promised to finish them. You promised to do what you did tonight. But did you think it was going to play out the way it did?
Yeah, pretty much. I told you guys. One thing I got to say is the experts, the body analysis experts. And I find it funny how everyone was like, oh, my God, he's in Izzy's head. He's in Izzy's head. Bro, all week, what I did, I built a condo in front of a beachfront property in Rio de Janeiro, inside his head. From the first meeting, I met him and I knew. I was like, bro, there's no cameras, there's nothing, and he didn't keep that same energy, and I knew. And then at the beach, fuck, it was hot, and he had his little pohachinas, his little Mean Girls crew that were just hamming up anything he said and just laughing in the background. I was like, you've got a laugh crowd with you, you little pohachinas? And it was just funny to me. And then at the weigh-ins, that stare down, I knew I could see it already. I knew what he was going to do. I knew he had a black belt underneath his shirt, and I knew he was going to try to hand me a white belt. And I know that's the work of old cringe little gremlin, little Smeagol. And yeah, he tried to throw it in my face, and I swooped it with my left hand, and I whipped him in his face with my right hand. And I was so fast with it, and then I just knew he's going to do the same thing when he's like, come, stay, come, yeah. And I knew if I walked to him and stare him in the eye, he's going to push me. I'm 10 steps ahead. I told you guys, I'm 10 steps ahead. You guys think these are just words. I was 10 steps ahead. So I knew when he did that, he's going to do the same thing in the fight. I told my coach, you'll see it on my documentary, because I've even said it on camera, he's going to do the same thing in the fight. He's going to come, I'm here, come. And he did the same thing in the cage. He tried to pretend he was running, clowning around. So, you know, I was humble tonight.
So you saw all the taunting coming. Did you see that he was going to be so kick-heavy in his approach? I think that surprised a lot of us that, you know, he didn't unleash the punches that we thought we might see, more the kicks.
Punches. I told you guys in the pre-fight, I'm not a human punching bag. He's only fought human punching bags, guys who just stand there and cover up. And then they just let him tee off on them. And I knew, because he was cutting me off. We are the best city kickboxing. He closed off his left side, so he can only give me his right side. But when he overly committed to the left side, closing it off, I had heaps of room to move on the right side. He kicked me twice in the ribs. Meh, nothing. I ate those. The second one, I made him pay. And then I think the third time he tried to do that, he went to the head, and I felt it go past. There was one jab he threw. Andre was telling me that. There was one jab he threw that in the slow-mo, he thought it was going to hit me, and I just happened to move my head in the, you know, like the last split second. And it's just because of him, because me and Andre played 10 rounds of table tennis to cut weight. He whooped my ass 9-1, but each time it was another one. And it's a never say die attitude. And also he had breakfast and coffee and a date right before, so I'm telling Jeff Nowitzki for that. And I still want my rematch, Andre, because he knows I'll whoop his ass.
I know you're confident in your
Where you at, Andre?
I know you're confident in your game plan, your execution, but obviously anything can happen in a fight. But was there a moment that you were like, nope, I got this guy, it's done?
After the first round, I was so fresh. I looked over, and I could see he was sitting down. And the second round, his antics were still, what they want is they want me to stand there. You come here. Why are you running? Come here. No, here. You just want me to stand there so you can punch me. I'm not stupid, dummy. I told you, he's dumb. I'm smart. I understand this fucking game. This was my 100th win in combat sports all around. Listen, 1 fight, 2 fight, 3 fight, 4 fights, 5 fights, 6 fights, all the way to a fucking 100. And I've had over 100 fights. I'm not a fucking baby in this game. I've been in this shit for a long time. For a goddamn long time. And I'm still fresh. I'm 31. I look like I'm 26. I'm still fresh.
You had a message for his corner afterwards. I'm curious if you can share a little bit of that conversation.
I don't know. It was a freestyle, but I knew that little gremlin. The guy with the white glasses, the jizz glasses, all his little antics. He was the one that was hamming it up at the presser. You know, anything Pohachina said, like his little bitch, like his little girlfriend. He was the one that his idea with the whole black belt, white belt thing. And even before the fight, I could see him through the fence. My peripherals could see him through the fence trying to like, he was doing this shit. Like, literally, he was doing this shit. Like, what do you think I'm gonna do? Focus on you? I got a beast in front of me. Someone who's actually gonna try and like fuck me up. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm not gonna be, bro. You can't. This is bulletproof, mama. This is bulletproof. You can't get through this. So I said something to him. I can't remember, and he said, "We're coming for you." And I was like, "No, I'm coming on you."
Last thing for me, I know you got a lot of respect for Jared Cannonier. Are you expecting him to prevail in that fight, and you think that's going to be the next matchup?
I think Jared's going to dust Robert Whittaker, and I look forward to fighting him. What we said in the DMs, he said he wants to get it done like Naruto and Sasuke, and I said, I look forward to that. Yeah, I think he's going to get it done. I'm rooting for him. But if Robert Whittaker wins and he wants to get knocked out a third time, I can make that happen too.
Izzy, when you have a fighter in front of you taunting, I know that you're saying you're bulletproof, the taunting doesn't upset you or anything, but do you just think to yourself, you're giving me free points here, you're letting me just tag you and you're just letting me have it my way?
They already know they can't go 5 rounds, so what their tactic was, maybe hold off until the 5th round or like in the later rounds and then come on. Stupid, because you're giving away rounds, you're giving away points. I kept on tagging his legs with different kind of kicks, and I knew his leg was compromised, and he was trying to, all that shit. I'm telling you, man, I read, every time I interact with you, I learn more about you. Every single time, and I interacted with him 3 times. And by the 3rd time, I knew I had him. I knew he'd show me his hand. He'd do exactly what he did. And all that taunting shit, bro, I'm a troll. You guys think you're a troll? I'm a fucking troll. But I'm grown now, so I know how to play the game properly. And I wasn't gonna get sucked into his game. I knew all that shit's not gonna work as long as I keep fucking him up and keep touching him. And that's what I did.
His leg looked pretty badly damaged. Was that from the teep to the shin? Do you think you hyperextended his knee?
Nah, I think it's just my skinny shins. My skinny shins sliced his legs up, and you could probably see the marks I left on his legs. Yeah, because I did what I did to Brunson. Like, before the fight, and Brunson, I said, let's go, bitch. I'll show you skinny, when I was in my stance. In this fight, I looked at him, and I said something, and I said, I'll watch it back and read my lips, but I said something about being skinny. And this fight, I want to, like, this is the biggest platform, so my narrative for this fight, because everyone says he's a bully, or he walks people down, this and that, rah. And it's not fucking news to anyone that I've been bullied my whole life, you know? So for me, back then, I didn't really have the skill or the will to be able to fight back, you know what I mean? So when this guy and his little pohachinas were doing what they were doing, I was like, all right, watch this. And now I know what to do. I have the will and I have the skill to take the bite out of the bully. So yeah, that's what I did.
Was the fight essentially over after you landed the head kick? Was he compromised at that point?
Nah, it was over before that. It was over after the 1st round. But I wanted to take the bite out of the bully. And I wanted to, like, because even some of the shit he did online, someone showed me this, a reporter showed me this video of him with his little entrance and his little skit that they made and some little memes and other shit he's been doing. Because that's what kids now, back then, we didn't have that when I was growing up, but now kids, they go through that shit, social media bullying. And he was trying to do that to me. And for me, it's like he was trying to trigger out the younger Izzy. But you do that, and you'll get the big dog in the yard now, you know? So I dedicate this fight to anyone, whether it be at school or at home or even at work if your boss is grinding you. I dedicate this fight to you guys because you have to fight back. You can't just take that all the time. You have to bite back.
And last one from me. Ahead of this fight, you famously dyed your hair pink, and then when you shaved it off, you said there was a tactical reason that you shaved your pink hair off. You said after the fight, you tell us what it is. What is it? My
dad, shout out to Oluwa Femi, the big dog, big fem dog, Dade Sonia. He said, I'm going to blind him. I'm going to blind him with my jab. And when he's compromised with one eye and I take the other eye out, if he sees a pink hue, he'll know where my head is. He'll know, okay, that's where my head is, and he'll just aim for the pink hue. So I was like, you're right. And like a good boy, I listened to my dad. He's a smart man.